Hey, in this lesson we will continue to talk about supply and demand zones, and today we will discuss validity rule, first validity rule, which is about imbalance. When you are looking at your supply and demand zones, you want to have clean zones, clean obvious moves. And usually when you have imbalance, it means that the quality of the zone is higher. So what is imbalance? Imbalance is a one-sided move out from the zone without wicks into the zone and without stoppage before falling off. And so the zone that has an imbalance is called unmitigated zone. For example, this up move before this big down move, as you can see, price went up and then just fell from the zone, leaving this unmitigated price action below the zone. So what it means? It means that first of all, the move was obvious, the move was strong. We can see that smart money came into the market here and they left their manipulative orders unmitigated. So they have a reason to come back and close some portion of these orders in the future, and we can use this zone for confirmation for an entry. And on the contrary, when you have a move down which is mitigated, so for example, as you can see, price made a move up and then left the zone and came back into the zone again. Left the zone and came back with this small wick here. We don't like this price action. It's called mitigated, and we are trying to use unmitigated price action. So back to unmitigated zones with imbalance. For example, this zone is a nice example of unmitigated zone. We can use it. Of course, first we are looking at structure, but then when structure is ready, we can use the zone for a possible trade. So in this example, price mitigated bigger zone, which is maybe available on higher time frames, but it's not the topic of by the way, almost mitigate, maybe even some part of this bigger up move. But what I wanted to show you is this interesting zone. So we had one more break here with this candle, and then so the creation of a new range, and of course we have this last up move before the down move with, as you can see, with an imbalance. So we like this zone, and then we can wait for a price to return to the zone mitigated and continue down. So as you can see in this example, price never created a new break, so stayed inside this newly created range, and eventually it mitigated the zone, as you can see, and fell away from it. So this is an example I found for you with unmitigated zone. And then so let's look at this example. So this is an example of a mitigated zone. For example, if we are looking for this down move, as you can see, there is no imbalance. This up move and price went above, but the push was not strong enough to continue in one direction, and price went straight back into it. So it just went above the zone and straight into it, mitigated, and then continued up. So we don't like this price action. In the future, when you will learn about the context, multi-time frame analysis, you will be able to play with time frames, to see the moves, how they happen, and to pick unmitigated portions of the price and see what fits the context to for a better zone. But right now, just simply focus on the zones that have imbalance. So once again, for example, this is a small range, then a breakup with this move, and as you can see, you have this last down move before the up move with this small imbalance, a really small imbalance, but works for us. And as you can see, price held the range and created a new higher high. One more example is this one, yeah. Last up move before the down move, up move before the down move with imbalance. So clear one-sided price action for the mitigation in the future and continuation. On the contrary, if you were to use some zones like this, for example, so you have this up break and you have this up move, as you can see, there is no imbalance. So in this case, you can use maybe bigger zone, which does not have imbalance as well, but you can use the up move starting from here, which has this clear imbalance for the use in the future. So this is the rule for imbalance.